husband and my mom just welcomed twin boys together. While I have 3 girls from him, my husband used my mom's sons as his next of kin. My mom is the most loose woman I can think of. When my dad was complaining how my mom used to cheat on him, I thought my dad was making up stories. My mom came from Omugwo. My mom is in her late 40s. Yeah, she got married early. I got married when I was 21 years too. When my mom came from Omugwo, I expected her to come with wrappers that she would be using or dresses that would always cover her up. But my mom was always on bomb shot that would reveal her skin. One day I was in the room with my husband when my mom ran inside the room naked, that she came to take my soap. She was already in the bedroom when she found out that there was no soap. I cautioned her and I told her it was time for her to leave. She apologized and we became cool. After 4 months, I told my mom it was time to go back to my father. My mom said she would decide when to go, that I'm not the one to tell her when to go. I told my husband and he said it's my business with my mom, that he cannot tell us what to do. After 1 week, I was a bit sick and I went to the hospital and the doctor said I had to stay at the hospital. I called my husband to inform me. He said okay, that he will come later in the evening, that he went to the next state. Finally, that day, the doctor said no need for the bed again, that I shouldn't stay, that I should go home and rest. I didn't bother calling my husband because he's not in the state, according to him, so I don't want to disturb him. When I got home, I decided to go to the backyard to pack my baby's clothes that I washed before going to the hospital. On getting there, I heard voices of 2 people making love. Yes, that was our own room, and that sounds like my husband. My heart skipped. All my mind was that he brought his side chick into our matrimonial home. Immediately, I started hitting the window. I was screaming, Ken, is this the out of state you told me? Ken, who are you banging in our room? I was seriously hitting the window. They stopped, and I heard the door open, so I rushed inside immediately. Behold, it was my husband and my mother that was making out in our room. My husband was not remorseful. He took his key and left. I started fighting with my mom. That same day, she left my house. I called my dad to inform him what happened. My dad said it's exactly why he stopped touching her, that my mom has been sleeping with my uncles. To cut the long story short, I was with my husband's phone one day trying to reply our sales girls. Immediately, my mom's message dropped, and I opened it. My mom told my husband that she was pregnant and that she wouldn't remove it. Wow. I ran mad immediately. Jesus. My husband came out and I showed him the message. He didn't say anything. He left. I called my father and he didn't pick. After 5 hours, I got a call from my cousin that my dad is dead. He died inside his room. After the whole burial ceremony, my mom came to my house uninvited. What are you doing in my house? I asked her. She didn't answer me. I went closer to push her out, not minding that she was pregnant. My husband stopped me and the 3 of us sat down. My husband told me he would take responsibility for the pregnancy because that's his seed inside my mom. That was the day I got to know the true meaning of sharp pain. Few months later, my mom gave birth to twin boys and my husband's joy was obvious. He bought a new house, took my mom there, and after 2 days, he moved out of the house to go live in the new house he bought with my mom. I feel like killing both my mom and my husband. The pain became too real in my heart. Now, my major concern is that my husband has refused paying the school fees of my girls. He moved out all the cars because all were bought in his name and not my name. What kind of a mother could do this to her own daughter? I went to the village to inform the elders. It was there I told the person I called my mom. It was there I was told that the person that I called my mom is not my mom, but my mom's younger sister. When my mom gave birth to me, she died. So her sister came to look after me, and my dad ended up marrying her. Wow. Jesus.